Welcome to your weekly dose of woo. As always, this is a group meant for support that is on every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central. And this week, I am so excited because we have the autumn equinox that we are talking about. And the autumn equinox is also known as Maven. And what we do with this energy is balance. It's equinox, it's the equal day and night. But what exactly does that mean for a lot of people, especially in business? Several people over the past few days have been like, oh, this came up or that came up. And what is coming up is the universe showing you gently, lovingly, hitting you in the face with a 2x4 that you are doing what you need to do, what you are meant to do, and where it's out of balance. So the universe is shining a bright light on where you don't have balance during the autumn equinox. And what you can choose to do is be a pissy little bitch. There's no shame. You make the life choice. Or you can choose to adjust that before Q4. The universe is showing you what your quarter four, what the end of the year is going to look like for you. So now is when you start shifting your energy to have the best end of year possible. It's not the big shift that happens next month over Halloween or Samhain, but this is where this is your pre-gaming. This is where you start working on that. And it's also like the symbol of apples, which is awesome and yummy. And it's being able to really enjoy everything that you've worked towards up to this point in the year and in this harvest of energy. And then what you need to prepare for the colder months, for the winter months. And I get in business that that's like almost the opposite, that Q3 and Q4 usually makes people's years. It's where everyone does their holiday shopping. It's where everyone uh gives a lot of gifts. It's all of that. And so, but you have to be able to be prepared for that. So, while energetically, traditionally, this means how are we preparing for the cold months where you may not have a lot of food or anything like that? Again, back in the olden days. But now, as we prepare for Q4, it's very much, do we have enough stock? Do we have our automations in line? Have we scheduled out our family time, which people often overlook in business? They're like, oh, no, schedule it out now. If you know that there's a Christmas breakfast, schedule it out now. If you know that your family is going to be so needy over Halloween, schedule it out now. Block off those dates so that you don't actually schedule a meeting. That will suck for you to be able to say no to your family in that energy. So during this time, during the autumn equinox, which was just a few days ago, what I want you to do is think about what the universe has showed you that's out of balance. Some examples that have come up was someone had an unhealthy connection with a colleague, which meant that they didn't have boundaries. That's what they're working on. That's what one of my clients is working on. Another client is working on seeing opportunities where they didn't before. They had blinders on. So that's where they're imbalanced. They're not taking in everything. Another client is working on perspective, that they are very set in their ways to the point where it is kind of messing up business deals because they're not willing to hear the other side and see this perspective. Any variation in anything that's going on with you, all of those are valid. So what you want to do during this time, during our exercise, is take some time. What has the universe showed you that you're fucking up? Be okay with that. And then how are you going to fix it to have the best Q4 that you need? Do you need to schedule rest days? Do you need to work on connecting with more people? Do you need to make sure that you have enough stock? Do you need to make sure that your automations are running correctly? Not gonna lie, that's what I did last night. I ran my automations to make sure that they were running correctly. And you want to know what? I found two mistakes in one automation. So it was needed before Q4. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to sit here and think. And I know it's like, oh my God, no, just hand me the answers. You cannot be handed the answers. You have to be aware of your own life. You have to be able to see where the imbalance is. I'm just creating the space for you to do that. So take some time. Where has the universe showed you there is imbalance, and how are you going to correct it for Q4 specifically for your success, for your personal life or your business? So we are going to leave you with that. and we are going to get back. Remember that this is every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central that we do this live, and it is a complimentary experience for people. What is posted on social media is only a fragment of what the event actually is. We have tons of people coming in and giving support. We have different ideas being bandied about. So if you just want the class, that's what this is. But if you want to see more, you actually have to come to the live. So go forth and have an amazing day and be the hero of your own story. And we will see you all next week.